Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Blake. And now, let's announce the starting lineup for the visiting Virginia Valley Vipers. Led by head coach Ed Corporal, we have Dorian Bedford Jr., Ramad Wright, Kyle Long, Mike Brown, and Darius Peterson. Now, Rhythm Nation, are you ready? Let's get on your feet and meet the starting lineup for Baltimore Rhythm. Starting at point guard, number 1, Terry Tino Nolan Jr. Starting at guard, number 3, Dylan Fournier. Starting at forward, number 24, Zaid Hurst. Starting at forward, number 13, Bruce Moore. And locking down at center, number 15, Aaron Phillips in Pueblo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, here for some 94-50 basketball here on a wonderful Sunday afternoon in Towson, Maryland, here at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. This is Tim Tootin Jr. here on the call, riding solo, here with a big matchup between the visiting Virginia Valley Vipers against the home team, Baltimore Rhythm. Vipers come into today 9-7. Currently third in the standings. Baltimore Rhythm 7-6, right behind them in fourth place. So a game ahead here for the Virginia Valley Vipers. Baltimore Rhythm trying to get a victory here into 3-game skid and try to secure third place here halfway through the 94-50 season. Starting off here, the basketball is Mike Brown at the point. Swings it over to the right to Kai Long on the right wing. Coming up at the top of the key is Wright. Tipped away by Big A back into the hands of Wright. Shot clock at 7. Peterson swings it over to Brown. 2 to shoot. Shot up, rise, fires, misses, tipped up, rebound in possession of Peterson. Swinging it back out, going to the paint is Bedford. Strong against Big A and scores the first points of the game. Cormier, leading scorer in the 94-50 lead, brings it up, swings it over to Big A. Big A hands it off to Tino in the corner. Hurst, baseline, gets caught, 7 to shoot. Guarded tightly by Peterson. Moore has 3 to shoot. Hurst for 3 at the corner. Misses. Rebound, Bedford. 2-0 lead here for Virginia Valley. Brown swings it over to the left. Back at the top of the key, 10 ticks left. Long, defensive pressure by Moore, into the paint. Lost and stolen by Tino. Splits the seal and lays it in for the first 2. Tied at 2. That is Terry Nolan Jr., who for most of the season led the league in steals, but is now currently sitting in second place, the lead taken by Mike Brown, who has the basketball, number 10. And there it is in the paint to Bedford. Kicks it out. Drop step. Long. Through. Goes right through the defense. Can't get it to fall. Outlet pass to Hurst. Hurst to Cormier. Back to Hurst from the right elbow. Too short. Peterson rebound. Mike Brown hesitates. Back to Bedford. Give and go to Brown. Screen. He rolls. Picks up his dribble. 10 ticks. In the corner paint. Big A trying to find Long. And we have our first foul of the game on Bruce Moore for the Rhythm, number 13. 9:42 left here, first quarter. All squared at 2. Kai Long will inbound in front of the Team Vipers bench. Back out to Brown, guarded by Cormier. 9 ticks, Long rolls his Benford. Caught in a trap, throws up and still gets it to go. Dorian Benford responsible for all 4 points here for the Valley Vipers. And just as we get across half court, we get a foul away from the basket. This one on number 23, Darian Peterson. Peterson trying to plead his case with the officials. Into the hands of Hurst, inbounds it over to Phil Tuanco. Tino from the parking lot. Rims out. Rebound is gathered by Peterson. Peterson drops in the paint for Wright. Wright bounce passes to Bedford. Misses. Big A goes high for the rebound. A strong one at that. Bounce passes to Hurst. Cross court to Cormier. Shot clock at 15. The physical point guard backs him down. Shot too strong into the hands of Bedford Jr. Outlet to the left is Long. Corner pocket for 3. And it's all good by Darian Peterson. 7-2 lead. And a little quick 5-0 run here for the Vipers of Virginia Valley. Big A hands it off to Hurst. He rolls. 3-man weave action to Tino. Into the hands of Big A. Corner. Bruce Moore. The 3 is good for the product from Bucknell University. Deficit is now down to 2. 8 minutes left here in the opening frame. Cormier on Brown. Game clock at 7:55. Swings it to Long. 5 to shoot. Draws to the left. Moore giving him nothing. 1. And that's going to be a shot clock violation and a turnover. All credit to Moore and this Baltimore Rhythm defense. Making a stand. That is one of the main calling cards for this Baltimore Rhythm team. They lead with their defense and are very effective with their transition game. Moore has it. Tino off the screen for 3. Count it. It's 5 quick points for Tino. And the first lead for the Rhythm. Mike Brown on the left wing. Benford and Wright operating at the free throw line. Pass tipped and stolen away. Tino for 3. Too strong. Brown for the rebound to Hurst. Draws in Long. 9 ticks to shoot. Big A in the post. Overzealous Peterson tries to knock it away. Big A draws the foul. We'll head to the charity stripe for 2 as Bedford got called for the foul. So Aaron Phillips Nwankwo at the line here for the Rhythm. 6'9" power forward from Baltimore, Maryland, and took his talents to the University of Pittsburgh for college ball and played professionally overseas. Comes up empty on the first. And he splits the pair. 9-7 is the score. Baltimore up on Virginia. Brown steps back for 3. Cannot get the friendly roll as Tino grabs the rebound. Bounce pass over to Hurst. He comes up to the right side. Moore coming up for the screen. Big A over to Tino. Uses the aggressiveness against Peterson and can't get it to fall. Cormier, the physical point guard, cleans up the mess and gets his first 2 of the contest. And another steal. Cormier can't hit the 3. Right with the rebound. Long over here to the left. Trying to get past Hurst, known for his defense. Long fades away, in and out. Bedford for the rebound and draws the foul. He's going to go to the line for 2. This foul being charged on Phillips Nwankwo. We got our first time out here with 6:12 left. Baltimore Rhythm up on the Virginia Valley Vipers, 11-7. Tim Toon Jr. will be right back.
When it comes to autism, finding the right words can be tough. Finding understanding doesn't have to be. With your help, we can increase understanding and acceptance of people with autism. Learn how you can help create a brighter life on the spectrum. Go to autismspeaks.org.
Back live here at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. The Baltimore Rhythm holding a 4-point lead here against the Virginia Valley Vipers. Tim Tootin Jr. here on the call. And at the line is been the very effective Dorian Bedford Jr. He's responsible for the 7 team points here and his first trip to the charity stripe. First one is missed. As Bedford is one of the main players here for this Valley's team. Looking at the stat sheet, he's tied for third in the blocks department with 19 as he splits the pair on the free throw. Now the deficit down to 3. 6 minutes left. Cormier running the show at the point. Out to Big A. Big A. Handoff. Cormier. Diagnosing the defense. Hurst. Pump fakes. Shot clock at 5. Big A. Rare 3 ball. Misses. Cormier. Right place. Right time for 2. The ever so physical floor general always looking to create and find points under the basket. As Benford's trying to do the same, he gives it back out to Peterson. Hurst on him defensively. He fades away. Shot is missed. Rebound into the hands of Hurst. Cormier drives against Mike Brown. Back out to Hurst. Behind the back. And stuck by a thrice of Vipers to get the steal. And in the other end, the first 2 for Ramad Wright. Cormier in the hands of Nwankwo. Dribble handoff to Moore. Hurst on the left wing. Shot clock at 10. In the paint, a little out of control. Moore fades away. No. Bedford skies high for the rebound. Wright gives it back to the floor general. 4:35 left here in the first. Long. Wright. Wide open look for 3. Misses. Big A with the rebound. Peterson bringing the defense here on Tino. Tino to his left. Drops it down the left wing. Hurst. Physical on the block. Fades away. Shot. Goes up high and misses. Here is Mike Brown on the fast break. 3 and 3. Finds a cutting long. And he surges and scores for 2. First 2 here for Kai Long. 13-12 is the score. Rhythm with the lead. Wright trying to go for the theft. 10 to shoot. Cormier. Rolling as Moore. Kicks it out. 3 to shoot. Tino. From the logo. Cash. No doubt about it. Second triple for Tino here in the first half. Already at double digits with 10. Brown misses on the floater. Rebound by Hurst. Hurst. Big A. Back to Cormier. Goes up. He's able to use his size and physicality to draw the foul. He's going to the line for 2. And it's foul here on number 10, Mike Brown. First personal, team's third of the quarter. And the Vipers looking to have 2 substitutions set to come in after this free throw. And Cormier misses a rare free throw at the line. We got Kareem Story, number 14, subbing in for the Baltimore Rhythm. And 2 fresh players for the Vipers coming in. And number 8, Antoine Walker. And a rare empty trip at the free throw line for Cormier. 3 minutes left in the first period. Brown finds Peterson on the roll, back into the hands. They work it around the horn in the paint. And we got a foul here on Kareem Story. His first. Vipers will inbound here. 2:56 left. An opening frame. Brown swings it back to the hands of Brown. On the wing. Dribble picked up. 4 ticks to shoot. Floating. 2-1 tipped away. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. The second one of the quarter here for the Vipers. Another victory here for the Rhythm. And back and subbing in here, fresh off the bench, number 2 for McGlynn for the Rhythm. Sharp shooting 3-ball shooter for this team. Big A hands it off to Tino. Tino to McGlynn. McGlynn back to Tino in rhythm. Cashes in for a 3-ball, number 3. Leading the charge for the Rhythm, and the lead increased up to 7. Tino almost has a steal. In the hands, shot up and good for the Valley Vipers. $1:55 left. McGlynn. Oh, could have gotten away with a travel there. They swing it over to Story. Story probing. Big A against Bedford. Uses his body and gets the strong 2. There's the first successful field goal for Phillips Nwankwo. Bedford barrels his way in and draws the foul amongst 3 Baltimore Rhythm players. And unfortunately, that's going to be the second personal on Story. So 4 team fouls for Baltimore, 3 for Virginia. Brown, screen set up by Walker. He's operating in the middle of this 2-3 zone. He now has the basketball. Back in the hands of Brown. A little volley up and a strong flush by Antoine Walker. Boston Celtic Antoine Walker would appreciate that. Same name, same number. Deficit down to 5. With exactly 1:05 left. Cormier off the screen. Got a stoppage in play. As it appears, got a spill on the floor, some popcorn. And while I get that cleaned up on the floor, I'm going to step aside here. 5-point lead for the Rhythm over the Vipers. Tim Tootin Jr. We will be right back. 64 seconds left here in the first quarter on a Sunday afternoon at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. Tim Tootin Jr. riding solo on the call. 5-point advantage for the Rhythm up on the Vipers. And it seems we've got some work here by our general manager, Maddie Fisher, getting the squeegee, cleaning up the popcorn mess. Nonetheless, looking at this Virginia Valley Vipers team, 9-7 on the season, currently in third place. They won 3 of 4 against their wins against the San Diego Sharks. Split the last 2 with the Phoenix, and their last win against the Reading Rebels on just 2 days ago. As Big A, doing his usual work, cleans the mess and gets 2. He's got 5 here in the first frame with 45 seconds left. And a nice feed into the hands of Bedford Jr. Antoine Walker with great court vision to find Bedford Jr. cutting as he hits the line again for 2. And the first personal here on Dylan Cormier. There's the second trip to the line here for Dorian Bedford Jr. Takes a deep breath at the charity stripe and swishes the free throw. Two for 2 on the trip for Bedford Jr. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe brings his point total to 7. 35 seconds left here, opening frame. Big A rolls and finds McGlynn. McGlynn bounce pass. Cormier in motion and knocks down the 2 with his foot on the line. Brown swings it out of the wing. In the paint, Walker. Walker looking, finds a cutting number 6 and lays it in for 2. That's 4 points for number 6. We have 5 seconds here. Last shot here for the Rhythm. Cormier to the lane, up and under between 2 defenders. Can't get it to go. And that is how the first period will end here. Baltimore Rhythm up on the Virginia Valley Vipers, 25-20. As that first quarter is a win for the Rhythm, trying to get back to their winning ways. Here in the new month, they finished 3-3 in the month of April, not ending the month you would like to see it. They had on a 3-game losing streak, losing on a buzzer beater to the Jersey Shore Breaks, and a tough loss here to the Capital Seahawks just 2 games ago, and then losing in overtime to the Frederick Flying Cows. And now we'll see the performance here by the Ladies of Rhythm here at the end of the first. 25-20 is our score. Getting ready to start period number 2 here at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. Looking at some of the first quarter stats. Baltimore Rhythm have got 9 points off of turnovers here. 4 of them from the Vipers. 4 of 9 from the charity stripe here for the Rhythm as Bruce Moore misses a 3 on his first attempt. Walker with the rebound. Brown swings it over to Walker. Walker drives against Meach. Shot up and gets it to go. Antoine Walker with a strong 4 points as he gets past Demetrius Meach Mims, who just subbed into the game here. Hands it off to McGlynn. McGlynn picks up his dribble. Still trying to find his form. Moore with 7 to shoot. Fades away. Had a great look. Couldn't get it to fall. Shy Long with the rebound. Vipers coming the other way. Back into the hands of Long, and it's stripped and taken away to Meach. Tino swings it. Kareem Story. 3 ball is short. Second chance rebound into the hands of McGlynn. Can't hit the 3. Tino skies high. Can't get the second chance tip. Long comes up to the right side. Finds a cutting Mike Brown, and he scores. And that's the first 2 for Mike Brown as Coach Samir St. Clair calls a full timeout. Doesn't like what he sees from the Rhythm here in the first minute. 20 seconds left here. 25-24. Baltimore Rhythm looking to regroup. 25-24 is our score here in the second period. And just to start, Baltimore Rhythm up by 1. Virginia Valley Vipers starting to creep into the deficit as they started with the momentum. Story dribbles to his left, sees the alley, finds Meach, floats, pro hop, tipped up and missed into the hands of Bruce Moore, swings it out. Story, second chance, and he finishes the Story for 3, his first tray of the game. Mike Brown, bounce pass to Walker high at the free throw line. Back into the hands of the Vipers. Walker for 3, cashes in. 7 points for Antoine Walker. This came up to bring the deficit to 1. Story not giving an inch there by Kai Long. And there's the tip pass. The Story was trying to find Bruce Moore. Tipped away by Wright. And a bounce pass as Brown and Long cannot connect for the turnover there. Story, McGlynn around the key. Tino steps up for the 3 and is able to draw the foul on number 6. So Tino will head to the line for 3. Looking at the stats for this Baltimore Rhythm team, they currently lead the 94/50 league in free throw percentage with 78.8 on the season. On the other end, the Virginia Valley Vipers, 66.9% from the charity stripe. Last in the league as Tino knocks down his first. Currently sitting at 12 points. There's the Baltimore County native. Splits the pair. Rebound is by Wright into the hands of Brown. Swing it back to Brown. As Coach Ed Corporal instructing the offense for Mike Brown. Story not giving an inch. A nice spin move. Brown, baseline, probing, draws the defense in. Deep three here for Long with the shot clock going down. Rims out, tipped up. Bruce Moore, rebound. Story floats to Tino. Can't quite corral it, and it's a turnover. As there are some transition points missed there for the Rhythm. Dylan Cormier subbing into the game for Terry Nolan. $8:55 here left in the second quarter. Brown presses the accelerator past Story. Elevates high. Can't get it to fall. Mims with the rebound. Able to get past the defense. Cormier. Pass tipped away and stolen by Walker. Vipers coming the other way. And a nice finish by number 6 to match his point total with 6. And we're all square at 29. Meach with the basketball, dribbles to his left, looking for Cormier. Bounce pass to McGlynn, floats it up to Cormier. Able to size up the smaller Mike Brown for another 2. 6 points here for Cormier. 31-29 is our score. As Coach Ed Corporal calls a timeout as the Baltimore Rhythm for the moment has a 31-29 lead. Tim Tootin Jr. will be right back after these messages.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
.0809 left here in the second period. Baltimore Rhythm up by 2 against the Virginia Valley Vipers, which has been quite a stalemate thus far here for both teams as they're number 3 and 4 in the standings. As a matter of fact, looking at the standings, the Capital Seahawks are running away in 15-0 right now. Right behind them in second place is the New York Phoenix with an 11-4 record. Virginia Valley Vipers 9-7. Baltimore Rhythm at 7-6. That's your top four. Then you got the Frederick Flying Cows 7-8. Reading Rebels 4-12. Jersey Shore 3-12. And San Diego Sharks at 2-9. 8 minutes left for number 8 in the basketball. Walker trying to get physical. Loses it. Corralled and missed. Meach with the strong rebound into the hands of Story. Back into the outlet to Cormier. Bruce Moore finds it in a block by Wright, but Moore able to calmly put the 2 points in. (33-29). Baltimore Rhythm holding the lead. Mike Brown between the legs, back and forth into the hands of Long, trying to size up against McGlynn. And there he's able to call the foul there on McGlynn. His first personal of the afternoon. And with that foul, going to call that. He was in the act of shooting a Samir St. Clair, hitting it close to the official. And this is the first trip to the line for Long. And the first one is good. And Deshaun Daniels, number 4, in the game here for the Rhythm, subbing in for McGlynn. And rims out there for Long. As Virginia Valley is 4 of 6 for the line here. First half, 2 of 5 for the Rhythm. Bruce Moore. Over in the left corner of Story. Finds a seal, elevates and passes out to Daniels. Back into the hand. Story for 3. Short, long, rebound, outlet pass to Mike Brown for 2. More transition points for the Vipers, as they're now down by 1. 6:45 left here in the second. Baltimore Rhythm searching for consistent points. Meach spins, pass tipped, and it's going to stay here with the Rhythm. As Big A makes his return to the floor for Meach. Daniels will inbound. Tries to find more. Got a foul on the Vipers. Daniels inbound to Big A. Back into the hands of Daniels. 10 to shoot. Story off the screen. Moore. Hezzy goes up. Shot blocked by Walker. And last touch by the Rhythm. Credit there to Antoine Walker on the defensive end. And miscommunication there between the Valley Vipers teammates as the pass is goals out of bounds. Terry Nolan Jr. makes his way back onto the floor for Kareem Story. Tino leading the way here for the Rhythm with 12, 3 of 5 from downtown. Daniels might have got away with the shove. Gets the pass, shot, gathers it up and missed. Outlet to Walker. 3-1 does not have a number, so he will settle down and give it to the floor general. Brown tries to get past Nolan. Dribbles out with 10 ticks. Walker, 3. In and out. Getting the rebound is Moore. Into the hands of Cormier. Bounce pass and the great defense there by the Vipers, stolen away. Long shot up and gets it to go. And the foul there on Cormier. Second personal on Cormier. You got to give credit there to the Virginia Valley Vipers. See there on the replay. cornering Cormier as he tries to get through the resistance, causing the errant pass and lead back into the hands of the Vipers. As is the second trip to the line for Long. 1 of 2 so far today. Dorian Bedford, number 1, back into the game for the Vipers. As Long knocks the free throw, converts a three-point play. The theft missed there by the Vipers. Advantage for the Rhythm. Big A at the foul line. Off balance and misses the shot. 35-33 is the score. Brown. Long. Hot as of late. From the wing. Short. Bedford. Rebound. Can't get it to go.
Shoot your legs, man. Shoot your
And the
legs.
foul there is going to be on Deshaun Daniels. His first personal as Virginia. They started to take over in the paint here in the second quarter. Bedford misses on the first. Kai Long heading to the bench. Darian Peterson, 23, subbing in. Bedford splits the pair. 3-point lead. Virginia up on Baltimore. Tino. Drives to his right, elevates and scores over Mike Brown. Brown brings it up to the left, spins, almost stolen away by Tino. Tino applying the pressure. 12 ticks. Brown gets through, shot blocked. Stolen by Daniels. Has the numbers, floats it with the right hand and can't score. Tipped up, Moore has the rebound. Out to Cormier. 10 ticks. Moore dribbles, back out. 5 ticks. Daniels pump fakes, cutting it's Cormier. Shot blocked. And there's 1 second left on the shot clock. Still Baltimore Rhythm basketball. As number 5, Caleb Torrance into the game for the Vipers. Daniels will inbound. They got to put a quick shot up here. Daniels floats it. Cormier, shot up and draws the foul. Oh, the ever so crafty Dylan Cormier. That foul is on Bedford, his second. Got to give credit for Cormier drawing the foul there. Sitting with 6 points. Always finds a way to grab his own bucket. First one good. All tied up here, 36. Couple dribbles for Cormier. And knocks down both. Now 2 of 4 on the day. And now the lead here for the Baltimore Rhythm. 4 minutes left. Vipers looking to regain that lead. Into the paint is Bedford. Swarmed by Moore and Daniels. Nowhere to go. Cut, shot up, and good by number 6. Great look. Up and under. Coach Corporal loving what he's seeing from the Vipers. 38-37, Tino rolling his Big A. Shot blocked by Bedford. And the steal into the hands of Peterson. 3-2. Finds a cutting right and gets it to go against Daniels. What a great look. 3-point advantage for the Vipers. Screen by Big A. Cormier through the screen, through 4 Vipers, can't get it to fall. 3-2, Peterson for 3, cans it. Second tray for for Peterson. And just like that, a 2-possession lead, which seems like an eternity for the Vipers. They have the lead here with 3 minutes left. Torrance on Tino. We got a timeout by Coach Samir St. Clair. And he's got the last 3 minutes here for the Rhythm to regroup and try to find some rhythm of offense, if you will. Tim Tootin Jr. be right back for the last 3 minutes of the first half. Three minutes left here in the second period. Baltimore Rhythm down 6. Trying to find some semblance of rhythm here to try to end the first half. And Cormier gets the pass that was a little bit off kilter, but a foul here on, no foul. Just knocked away in possession of the Rhythm. Tino will inbound. Peterson in the hip pocket of Cormier. And some tight man-to-man defense. McGlynn spins, picks up his dribble, bounce pass to Cormier, and they're going to call a goaltending on that one as it was coming down. A nice attempt there by Bedford Jr. As I mentioned, tied for third in the league with 19 blocks. Demetrius Mims in for Bruce Moore. Peterson will inbound to Torrance, number 5. Calls out the play at the point as he crosses half court. Tino on him. They swing it around the key. Bedford Jr. sizes up, shot missed. Tino skies for the rebound. Pressing the accelerator. Kicks it out to Meach. Shot up. Able to draw the foul there on the Vipers. This one is on Ramad Wright, his first personal. And got to give credit there to Terry Nolan Jr. here in the transition game, able to create for his teammates. And they draw this team into within one possession at the charity stripe here is Mims. First one is successful for Mims. Antoine Walker back in for the Vipers. In for Dorian Bedford Jr.
That's how you gonna kill him. Make the shot, that's great.
Mims takes a deep breath and cans both. 43-41. Virginia up on Baltimore with exactly 2:10 left here in the first half. Peterson chased by McGlynn and somehow rises and shoots it up like his airness. Number 23, Darian Peterson, puts the lead back to 4. Nolan loses footing and you're going to get that bump on Torrance. First personal for him. And with that foul, they're in the bonus. So Terry Nolan, second trip to the charity stripe. Straw that's been stirring the drink for this rhythm offense. Another rare miss in the line for Terry Nolan. Again, for this team that shoots first in the 94x50 league with 78.8% from the charity stripe. Splits the pair again. 1:50 left here in the first half. Virginia clinging to a 3-point lead. Torrance, covert to his left. Peterson calling for it in the paint, getting physical with McGlynn. Torrance, Walker, pump fakes, gets Big A off the floor. Antoine Walker elevates, can't get it to go. Under the basket, elevates, denied by the rim, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Great positioning there by Phillips Nwankwo. Kareem Story, 14 back into the game. .129 left. Kareem Story guarded tightly by Torrance. 15 to shoot. Cormier on the bottom left block, calling for it. Mims, pump fake. Tino with a hand in his face. Can't get it to go. Virginia with the rebound. Number 6, guarded by McGlynn. It's been the matchup all second quarter for these two. He spins, probes, and elevates with 2 steps and is heading to the line for 2. A nice move. And it's going to be the second one personal on Patrick for McGlynn. And short on that first free throw. 8 points for the Virginia Valley Vipers guard. Splits the pair, brings his point total to 9. 56.6 seconds left here before we head to intermission. Story turns on the accelerator, and what a block by Peterson. Meach cleans up the mess and scores his first field goal. Peterson brings it up to the right against McGlynn. He rises, he fires, short missed, into the hands of Tino, and able to get the foul on Wright. Personal foul number 2 on Ramad Wright. They have called this a flagrant foul. So Tino knocks it down. First and 2. Probably knocks down both. And we're back to square one. 32.1 seconds left. And a timeout by Coach Samir St. Clair. He will head to the drawing board and craft up a play here. This is an 8-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Looking to try to climb back and get this lead here. Tim Tootin Jr. be right back here for the last 32.1. .1 seconds left here in the first half. Baltimore Rhythm looking to reclaim the lead here going into intermission. Mims, hand off to Cormier. Doctor looking to operate, can't get it to go. Story, second chance, no, third chance, erased by Peterson. Shot clock turned off. Game clock down to 12. Last shot here for the Vipers. Torrance running the show. High screen by Walker in the corner. Peterson shuffle the feet there and travels. 2-point ad left here on the clock. Bruce Moore in for the last play. In for Mims. McGlynn inbounds. Story, 1 second, throws it up, and it's short. Here at halftime, we're all gridlocked at 46. Baltimore Rhythm, Virginia Valley Vipers. The fight for third place on the line in today's contest. And looking at some of the stats here. Terry Nolan Jr. leading the way for the Rhythm with 17. Cormier with 12. Got 8 points by Bedford Jr. and Peterson. Walker with 7. And number 6 leading the way with 9. Got to give credit to the Vipers. They're shooting an amazing 51%. And a majority of their points coming in the paint with 26. At the break, it's 46-46. We'll see you in 15. Tim Tootin Jr. Here are the 94-50 basketball lead.
starting Baltimore's Got Talent today, and it's time for some more talent to shine. Today's first performer will be once again Jason Blake.
What's up, Baltimore? How y'all feeling? Alright? So I want to try something out for the first time. I have a song that's called Momentum, and the chorus has a very sing-along chorus. It's a call and response. So it goes like, can't stop momentum, you say, can't stop, right? So I'm going to say, can't stop momentum, and you say, can't stop, right? So let's try it, alright? Can't stop momentum. Can't stop momentum. Alright, here we go. Here we go. If you ever needed a hype song, this one's for you. This is called Momentum. This is the moment you waited for. This is the
Live here for the second half action between the Baltimore Rhythm and the Virginia Valley Vipers, all squared away at 46. Tim Toon Jr. on the call here as Cormier gets the party started and uses his aggressiveness. He's going to head to the cup line for two. This personal is on Kai Long, his first of the game. Cormier heads to the line for the third time today. Currently 2 of 4 from the line. And first one is good for Cormier. And second one good for Dylan Cormier. And currently leads, as he's been all season, leads the league in points at 29 a game. Mike Brown over to Peterson. He turns, misses. Tino always looking to go quick in transition. He steps back, bounce pass to Bruce Moore. Bruce Moore sizing up his defender, and he fades away and misses to the back side of the rim, right with the rebound. Mike Brown at the controls. Over to Peterson on the left. To Walker for three. Short. Rebound, Cormier. Settles the offense. Gets across half court. Calling up for the high screen action to Bruce Moore. Bruce rolls and is able to draw the personal on Walker. First personal on Antoine Walker. Second one for the Vipers in the second half. Cormier. High screen again by Bruce Moore. Two-man basketball. Nice delay and deflect there by Long. Tino with 1 second floats up and draws the foul right before the shot clock expires. And that's going to be the second personal there, number 23, Darian Peterson. And very aggressive game plan by Samir St. Clair and this Baltimore Rhythm team to start the second half, getting into the paint and drawing fouls on the Vipers. And at the line is Terry Nolan Jr. Gets the first one to go. As I mentioned, led the scoring here for the Rhythm in the first half with 17. 3 of 6 from downtown and 4 of 6 shooting from the charity stripe as he splits it here. Misses the second. Mike Brown out here to the right, guarded by Moore. Man-to-man defense. Walker spins back to his left. Into the hands of Brown. Big A on him. Size advantage. Screen by Walker. 3 to shoot. Long. Rises up for 3, and it's short, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. As Tino bringing the pressure there on the defense. Cormier were inbound in front of the team bench. Kai Long on him. Terry Nolan bringing it up for the Rhythm. 3-point lead. Phillips to walk over the screen. Tino uses that, elevates, and draws another foul. Terry Nolan Jr. making it his mission to get to the paint and head to the charity stripe. That's second personal on Mike Brown. Alrighty, 4 personal fouls for Virginia Valley. Nolan takes a deep breath. Palming knocks down the first free throw. There's your 5 on the floor for the Rhythm. Terry Nolan Jr., Dylan Cormier, Bruce Moore, Zeke Hurst, and Aaron Phillips Nwankwo. Your 5 on the floor for the Vipers is Wright with the rebound. Number 10, Mike Brown. Number 8, Antoine Walker. 23, Darian Peterson. And number 4, Kai Long. As after that miss, personal foul is on Cormier, which I believe is number 3 for Cormier. Brown. Flashing out to the right wing is Long, currently with the basketball. Fighting for position in the paint is Wright against Moore. Ball knocked away. Into the hands of Peterson. 5 ticks to shoot. Peterson trying to get past Nolan. He rises, can't get it to fall. Tipped up. Last touch by the Vipers. Excellent defense there in a matchup between Peterson and Terry Nolan. And Terry Nolan Jr. with the basketball. At the controls for the Rhythm. Looking to push this lead to a 3-possession game. Dribbles to his right. Turns on the accelerator. Cormier, shot up. It's good. Foot on the line, that's a 2-pointer. A little 2-man basketball there. Long to Wright. Right out to Moore. To Brown. Gets past Bruce Moore, floats up, and shot blocked by Bruce Moore. And last touch by Moore. So 8 seconds for Virginia Valley. Brown into the hands of Wright. 5 ticks. Brown's got to go. Shot up, try to draw the foul, and somehow off balance knocks the 3. And pleading for a foul there with the official. 7 points for Mike Brown. We have a stoppage in time as we've got fixing the score here on just an impressive 3-pointer there by Mike Brown, who is filling up the stat sheet here in the 94-50 league. He is first in steals with 43. He stole that title from Terry Nolan Jr., who is now in second place in steals, and also leads the league in assists as well. Now we got it fixed. Score is 52-49. 3-point advantage for the Rhythm. Big A hands it off to Hurst. Hurst stops and pops. 3-ball. In and out. Big A gets physical with the rebound, but knocked away by Peterson into the hands of Long. Fast break. Floats it over to Wright. Cutting Antoine Walker. And softly gets it to go. Antoine Walker now in double figures with 11. 52-51 is the score. Cormier gets a shot erased by Walker. And somehow into the hands of Bruce Moore. Big A, Tito for 3. Left wing, yes sir! With no hesitation. 55-51. Moore and Nolan providing the pressure. Tipped away by Big A, into the hands of Walker. Volleys it to Long. Long puts up the right hand against Bruce Moore. And off the leg of Big A, recovered by Hurst. They got to get across half court and stolen away. Walker takes it himself off the stop. One hop, can't get it. Hurst with the rebound. As he was looking to throw it down court in transition, the foul on Kai Long, It's his second personal. Again, back to the charity stripe here for the rhythm. First one today here for Zeke Hurst, 6'4" forward from Bethesda, Maryland. Primarily a great defender and rebounder for the Baltimore Rhythm team off the bench. Knocks down the free throw. But starting here today is Zeke Hurst as Bruce Moore heads to the bench for McGlynn. Subbing in for the Rhythm. And now back on the floor, first time, is now we have a name to the number 6, Jason Hutzler, who has 11 points here in the game, leading scorer in the first half for the Vipers. Hurst knocks down both. 57-53, 7 minutes left here in the third. On a Sunday afternoon at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. Baltimore Rhythm, Virginia Valley Vipers. The fight for third place after today's contest. Brown, step back. 3 might have been partially blocked by McGlynn. Long, 2 to shoot. The gather, and can't get it right. Rebound, and puts it up for second chance points. But he's going to the line for 2. And tough position there as Zeke Hurst is called for the personal. So Ramad Wright will head to the line for the first time today. Currently third in the league in rebounds at 11.1 a game. Is empty on the first trip. Sitting at 4 points. It's been relatively quiet in this game thus far. And he misses on both. Tipped up back into the hands of Wright. Mike Brown. Pressure applied. 3 ball. Hutzler can't hit it. Cormier with the rebound. And they locked arms with Antoine Walker. His second personal is there. You see another display of Dylan Cormier with lots of tools in his tool bag. He got the right positioning there to get the rebound. And for his credit, is able to get the full foul on Antoine Walker. So second trip to the line here for the 6'2" guard from Baltimore, Maryland, leading by way of Loyola University. Calmly knocks down the free throw. Cormier now at 17 points, 6 of 13 shooting. And it looks like we appear to have a timeout at the middle of a free throw. And so with that, we're going to step aside. Baltimore Rhythm up 5 on Virginia.
Where should we start first? Yeah, we should go to the side. So.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't do this too early.
All right, peace. I'll see you later.
Take it easy.
See you later, man.
Peace out.
We were out together today. Forever. It really was. This place is so cute. I come here all the time.
I mean, I could do the cream, and then you could do the camel.
the powers.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
6:29 left here in the third period. Baltimore Rhythm up on Virginia Valley, 58-53. After the timeout there by head coach Ed Corporal of the Vipers, Cormier will head to the line to hit the second of two. He's already knocked down the first. Takes a couple of dribbles. Backspin and rims out right with the rebound. Brown bringing it up to the right, swings in the right corner to Peterson. Holzer to Long. 12 ticks to shoot. McGlynn and Big A on the Vipers. Peterson tries it quickly to right, 5 to shoot, fades away, bounces to the right side. Big A with the rebound, out to Terry Nolan Jr. Empty trip there for the Vipers. Big A way out. Dribble handoff to Zeke Hurst. Cormier always looking to create his own shot and is able to jump ball. Long and Holtzler. Jump ball, possession arrow. Excuse me, no possession arrow. Waiting. So Holtzler and Cormier will jump ball here. 7 ticks for the Rhythm. As Holtzler, Cormier getting their footing. Ball's up. Holtzler wins it. Into the hands of the floor general, number 10, Mike Brown. With the pink shoes. Spots up and calmly knocks it down. Now he's in double figures. 58-55, 5:30 left. Cormier at the controls. McGlynn setting the screen for Zeke Hurst. He dribbles in, pump fake to Cormier. Cormier between the legs, down in the paint to Big A. The doctor looking to operate, can't get it, tipped up, second chance, shot erased by Holtzler. Peterson has it. Back into the hands of Brown. Transition, Vipers looking to strike. Peterson in and out for 3. Tito skies high for the rebound. Swims through the defense. Tito looking. Hurst off the hands as he got into the lane of McGlynn. The other way, Brown. Holtzler lays it in with the left hand. Smooth game for Jason Holtzler. Down 1, Cormier able to create his own shot and draw another foul. Continues to be crafty in that area. Second personal for Holtzler. As every time Virginia Valley seems to get something going, that has been the theme of this third quarter. The Baltimore Rhythm just living at the free throw line. Two here for Cormier. First one good. As we got two subs in for the Rhythm, Bruce Moore and Kareem Story. Heading to the bench is Big A. Got the officials getting the right score up here on the inside the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. And we're all set back here, 59-57. That seems to be the confusion, as we got a correct score here of 59. Cormier knocks it down. Score 60-57. 4:35 left here in the third. Rhythm up 3. Looking to end a 3-game skid and start May with a W. As McGlynn got handsy there with Holtzler, as his close call could have been a jump ball. But nonetheless, McGlynn will take foul number 3 on the replay. A little too much squeezing of the wrist there, not enough orange. So Long will head to the line here for the second time today. He's 2 of 3 from the line. First one is good. Cormier heads to the bench. Number 11, Demetrius Mims, in for his place. Successful trip to the line there for Kai Long. Now down only 1 point. Story over to Mims. Tino, 3. Shot is good. Pretty form and a pretty 3-ball for Terry Nolan Jr. His 5th triple of the game. Continues to lead the scoring for the Rhythm. Ramad Wright swings it to the left to Long. Bruce Moore providing resistance. 5 ticks. Peterson, 3, 2, rises up. All air ball in a shot clock violation, which seems like there's been about 4 or 5 for this Viper team. And an empty trip there. Terry Nolan leading the way with 25. Cormier with 19. Holtzler leading the way with 11. Tino for 3. Off balance and hits the 3. Tino heating up. And Coach Ed Corporal is going to call a timeout because he's seen enough from Tino. Oh my heavens, on the replay. Look at that. Off balance. Straight cash. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Tino heating up. Timeout. 3:32 left here in the third. Back live here at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. The Baltimore Rhythm up 7 on the Vipers after an absolute heater by Terry Nolan Jr. to push them ahead at 7 and trying to seize control here in the third. The last 3:20 left. Peterson, Holtzler, back out to Long. Peterson, 5 to shoot. Gets Nolan hesitating. Shot up and missed. Tried to be saved by Peterson. And it's going to be out of bounds. Going back to the Rhythm. Mims will inbound to Kareem Story. Now crossing half court. Mims to the left. Fighting through the defender is Nolan. Story looking to operate. Probing in the paint. Tino, pump fake. Shot up, able to get Peterson off his feet and draw the foul. It's going to be the third personal on number 23, Darian Peterson. And back at the line is Terry Nolan Jr., who's had a whale of a game thus far. First one is good. Making his way on the floor for the Vipers. Number 5, Caleb Torrance, subbing in for Peterson with 3 personals. And knocks it down. Both. And that brings Terry Nolan's total to 30 points on the game. Torrance tries his hand to 3. It's missed. Long gets the rebound. And we got a foul. As he went back up, that one is on Demetrius Mims. First personal. Long will head back to the charity stripe. First one good for Long. Second one is good. 7-point lead for the Rhythm. The last 2:35 left here in the third. Mims looking to create is McGlynn in the wing. Tosses it down to Bruce Moore. Quick turn. Spins back. Right to left. Story probing in the paint. 5 ticks to shoot. Shot up. Missed. Great positioning on the rebound by Holtzler. Outlet to the right is Long. Terry Nolan, arms outstretched. Long spins, and he presses his way to the cup. And he's going to go right back to the line. And a second straight foul on Demetrius Mims. So here in the latter stages of third, Virginia Valley trying to head to the line and get that foul count up on the Baltimore Rhythm. Six of 7 at the line for Long. Gets that one to spin out. As making his way onto the floor, number 33, Josiah Jones, the 6'3" guard from Gaithersburg, Maryland, more affectionately known as JJ. As Long splits it. Terry Nolan. Chest pass to Mims. Got a lot of in the area. McGlynn still can't find his stroke from outside. Hutzler and Moore fighting for the basketball. Last touch by the Rhythm. Brown finally picks it up. 1:45 left. McGlynn and Moore applying pressure. Working around the key, looking for a hole in this defense. Right. Holtzler spins. Lost it off his foot. And a turnover.
You gotta go score there. You gotta go score.
There's Mims. Bring it up cross half court. Jones flashes to the left, into the hands of McGlynn. He drives, his float game in and out. The iron is unkind to McGlynn. Mike Brown the other way. Pump fake. Torrance finally connects for three. And his first points of the game. Now down three with the last 60 seconds left here in the third. Torrance on McGlynn. Mims, screen. He rolls. Tino flashes back out to the top of the key. From the parking lot. It's short. Mims, rebound, pump fake, right hand. The soft touch by Meach. 6 points. And the lead at 5. Torrance off the screen from right. Floats. Picks up his dribble. Pass stolen away by McGlynn. Tino looking to operate. Euro step and lays it off the glass for 2. Transition points for the Rhythm. Shot clock turned off. Game clock down to 10. Mike Brown at the controls. Between the legs, left to right, goes right. And is able to draw the charge foul on Terry Nolan Jr. Only his first of the game. The 3.2 ticks left. Mike Brown led to the line for the first time. Sitting with 9 points, now in double figures with 10. First in the league in assists and steals. Takes a deep breath. And misses the second. Holtzler, rebound, into the hands of Wright. At the horn. No. After 3 quarters of play here in the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center, Baltimore Rhythm leads the Virginia Valley Vipers 72-66. Will the Rhythm be able to end their 3-game skid? Or will the Vipers move to 2 wins in a row? The fight for third place. We'll see after this break. 12 more minutes. Tim Tootin Jr. here on the 94-50 League.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Back live here for the final frame. The 94-50 league. Virginia Valley Vipers, Baltimore Rhythm to finish it up. And that's a great start for the Vipers as Jason Holtzler gets the 2 and is looking to complete the and one at the charity stripe. That foul will be charged to Josiah Jones. That's going to be his first personal. And Cormier back into the contest for Jones. Holtzler, the lefty, misses on the free throw. Last touched by Antoine Walker. McGlynn bringing it up, cross half court to the left. Guarded tightly by Mike Brown. Back to Mims. Mims behind the back, drives the lane. Shot, looks like it might have been blocked there by Holtzler. Now into the hands of Torrance. Torrance drives and kicks it back out to Mike Brown. Into position is Walker. Brown sidesteps 3. It's missed. Mims rebound. Cross court pass to Tino. Tino into the hands of Cormier. Man-to-man, Mims coming up for the screen. Just a little bit of room. McGlynn probing on the left block. Fades away. Short. Rebound, Antoine Walker. Into the hands of Holtzler. Holtzler. Dribble handoff to Long. Torrance. Corner. Brown. Float game. Short. Elevates for the rebound but can't get it. Cormier has it. Chest pass. Tino. Thought about the 3. Draws and throws it down. Tomahawk. Air flight. Not Spirit Airlines. Tino elevating for the flush. Walker over to Holtzler. Into the hands of Torrance. Torrance drives. Bounce pass. Walker. Holtzler. Smart defense there by Nolan. Able to swipe it away. It's 8 ticks for the Vipers to operate. As Darian Peterson back into the game. Number 23. Again playing with 3 personals. Torrance looking. Into the hands of Holtzler. Over to Brown. Brown tries his hand at the 3 again, and he's short again as Story has the rebound. Got Kareem Story now at the point. Over to Mims. Dribble handoff to Cormier. Cormier sizing him up, picks up his dribble. Meach trying to use his size against Brown. A cutting Big A, and the big fella, the doctor, the professor, puts it in for 2. Lead is at 8 for the Rhythm with 9:30 left. Peterson, a cutting Holtzler, trying to back down Tino. He's short. Tino, rebound. Trying to break the seal. Euro step, elevates, left hand, and is going to go to the line for 2. Terry Nolan Jr. stepping his foot on the accelerator. You see the replay. Throws it down. That foul was charged as Tino misses from the line. One of 2 for Tino. Brown bringing it up. Presses the accelerator, gets past Story, and 1. A little sleight of hand there by Mike Brown. And Story picks up the personal. 2 for Brown. He's looking to finish the job. You see the replay. Just caught Story sleeping and accelerated to the cup. And able to convert the three-point play. Down only 6 is the Vipers. Cormier. And fixing the issue with the clock. We had 9:10 on the game clock. Looking at 18 ticks left here. And on this possession for the Rhythm. Story to Mims. Holtzler in the hip pocket. Tino elevates for the three and is going to head the line for three. And that foul will be charged to Caleb Torrance. Back to the line is Terry Nolan Jr. leading the way here in this game. 35 points. And Terry Nolan rims out. One thing you can count on with Terry Nolan. Fills the stat sheet. As I mentioned, majority of the year has been leading in the steals department. Currently in second. And rims out for the second one. One of 3 for Nolan. Now at 36. It has rolled in 9 minutes left here in the fourth. Torrance over to Walker. Bounce pass to Mike Brown. Drawing in the bigs. And that's going to be foul charged on Phillips Nwankwo. Second personal on him. Baseline, Torrance will inbound. Into the hands of Holtzler. Trying to size up Cormier. And great defense there by Cormier, but to get his hands on the basketball. And we got a jump ball. So it's going to be Cormier and Holtzler. 9 ticks for the Vipers if they can win this tip here. And last touched by the Vipers. So Baltimore will have the basketball with 8:45 left here in the fourth. 78-71. Mims spins, hits the circle button, and elevates for 2. It's 8 points for Demetrius Meach Mims. The Energizer Bunny off the bench for the Rhythm. Torrance rolls. Antoine Walker back on the stat sheet. 80-73. Mims off the pressure. Euro steps with no problem past Torrance. And Coach Ed Corporal does not like what he's seeing from the Vipers. 82-73 is our score. Still a lot of time left here in this game. But the Baltimore Rhythm has found a nice little groove here. 4 minutes into the fourth. We'll see if they can continue that momentum here in the fourth. Tim Tootin Jr., 94-50 lead. We'll be right back.
When it comes to autism, finding the right words can be tough. Finding understanding doesn't have to be. With your help, we can increase understanding and acceptance of people with autism. Learn how you can help create a brighter life on the spectrum. Go to autismspeaks.org.
Back live here, fourth quarter of the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. Rhythm up by 9 on the Valley Vipers. Torrance swings it over to the right to Peterson. Fighting through the screen is Walker, who currently has the basketball. 10 ticks to shoot. Sets the screen. He rolls and finds Holtzler off balance and stolen away by Story. Swings it out to Cormier. Cormier looking. Story driving against Holtzler. And a nice defensive play there by Holtzler on Story for the block. Staying here with the Rhythm with 16 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Baltimore.
And Coach Samir St. Clair will call a timeout. 30-second timeout here at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. Rhythm up by 9. Again, looking to get a victory here to start off the month of May. Here in the first matchup of the season against the Virginia Valley Vipers. Again, both teams fighting for third place here as we're just past the halfway point here in the season and the 94 inaugural season of the 94 by 50 league. Vipers at 9-7. Baltimore Rhythm at 7-6. As we get trying to get set for the playoffs coming up in June. All 8 teams qualify for the postseason. So we have another timeout as we're getting ready to return to action here. So it might be a clock malfunction. But as it would stand right now, if the season were to end today, the 1-seed Capital Seahawks would play the 8-seed San Diego Sharks. And the 2-seed advantage to the New York Phoenix would play the 7-seed Jersey Shore Breaks. 6-seed Reading Rebels would play the 3-seed Vipers. And then in that 5-4 game, it would be the matchup of 2 of the 3 Maryland teams, the Frederick Flying Cows, and the 5-seed playing the 4-seed Baltimore Rhythm. Still a lot to be decided here in the 94 by 50 league. We're going to take a moment to shout out some of our sponsors here for the Baltimore Rhythm, led by the Bolt Innovations Group. The title sponsor for the Rhythm team, as you'll see, they have the jersey patch that says Bolt in all capital letters. The Boys and Girls Club of Metro Baltimore, Charm City IT, Capital Pressure Washing Solutions, the Warehouse Cinemas, Lido Pizza, 88 Visuals, who's partly responsible for some of the social media you'll see on the Instagram handle for Baltimore Rhythm. And lastly, certainly not least, the Bolt and Transformative Cyber Security Solutions. Looking at the stats here, it's 82-73. Baltimore Rhythm having the lead. Leading in the 3-ball department, shooting at a 44.4% at 3-ball, whereas the Vipers are struggling at 29%. They're 5 of 17. The big points, 15 points off of 12 turnovers by the Rhythm. And the points in the paint in advantage to the Valley Vipers, which they've gone away. They're up 38-32 in points in the paint. As they're back to ready to resume play, Story will inbound on the basket. Tino in the corner, hesitates, 3. Misses the front end of the rim. Holtzler rebound. Mike Brown behind the back. Swings to his left, fades away. And that personal is on Story. Kareem Story. I think that is number 4 on him. Big free throws here for the Vipers. And Brown is short. Something they're going to need to stay close in this basketball game for Virginia Valley as we get down into crunch time. Again, I mentioned as he splits the pair, 66.9% last in the league at the charity stripe here for the Vipers. Big A hands it off to Cormier. Between the legs, kicks it out to Story. Screen by Cormier, looking to body him up. 5 ticks. Peterson got it, giving him room. Story, 3, 2, Tino. 1 second. Story at the horn. Can't get it. Walker can't corral the rebound. He loses it. It's going to stay here with the Vipers. With the Rhythm. Tough break there for the Vipers. As later and later we get into this game, every possession is going to count. So trying to get down from this deficit. Mims will inbound in the corner. Into Kareem Story. Screen, Big A rolls, chest, nice pass, but Walker gets in the lane for the theft. Caleb Torrance calling out the offense. Hutzler down screens for Peterson. 10 ticks. Hutzler loses it. Stolen away by Mims. As it looked to be a little bit of uncertainty there on the offensive end by the Vipers. Story, screen, and they're going to call it off. It's a foul. I don't know about that one. A little bit of a physicality game there. It's going to be a third personal on Phillips Nwankwo. Bruce Moore back into the game for the Rhythm as Mims heads to the bench. Caleb Torrance bounce passes to Walker at the top of the key. Hands it off to Brown. Holtzler to the right. 3-man weave action. Peterson between the legs. Trying to get past the longer Nolan. And he draws the foul on him. You could hear that slap all the way down in Baltimore City. As that's the second personal. And Peterson going to get his first points of the second half. Been a rough day from the field for Peterson. It's 3 of 10 shooting. However, he's 2 of 2 from downtown. Free throw is good. Peterson knocks down both. Who had 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals in their win against Reading just 2 days ago, a 103-79. Bruce Moore setting the screen. Cormier leveraging. Story behind the back. 5 seconds. Trying to get past Brown. Kicks it out. Got put up as Big A. And misses. Rebound, Torrance. Here come the Vipers in transition. Peterson, can he make it 3 for 3? You bet. The Vipers strike blood. In this case, they put the venom into the Rhythm. Down only 3 with 5:25 left. And Big A aired pass. And that's going to be a double dribble. Oh my, a travel. Yikes. Not what you want to see by the Baltimore Rhythm here late as they're trying to cling on to this 3-point lead. Number 2, Patrick McGlynn into the game. Nolan playing tight defense on Torrance. An opportunity to get all square here for the Vipers. Torrance. Pass a little out of reach there, Peterson, but he corrals it. Rolling as Walker, elevates, can't get it. Holtzler for the rebound, can't finish. And the rebound by Phillips Nwankwo. McGlynn for three and misses. That was one of the best looks that McGlynn has had in several games. And he's just in a cold snap right now. Tough miss there. It could have been a big momentum shift for the Rhythm. Terrence, cross half court. Terrence gets past Moore. Holtzler there, can't finish. Right place towards, kicks it out. Antoine Walker, short. Nolan rebound. Outlet to the left is McGlynn. McGlynn gives it back to Cormier. And Cormier at the controls. Into the hands of Phillips Nwankwo. He rips through. Left hand, Big A. Iron is unkind to him. And we got a foul. See, the foul is on. Okay, apparently it is goaltending. So 2 points awarded to the Rhythm. The lead is now 5. 4:15 left. Vipers. Tino with the theft. Now into the hands of McGlynn. Picks up his dribble. Nice chest pass to Bruce Moore. And it's a push on Cormier. That's going to go the other way into the hands of the Vipers. A strange sequence of possessions on both teams. First you have the goaltend on the Vipers. And now here in transition you had a offensive foul on Cormier who did not have the basketball. Now under 4 minutes as Mike Brown tries to make the shot, missed. Might have been caused by the Terry Nolan going for the block, and the ball went out of bounds. Rhythm basketball. Cormier, guarded by Long. Over to Big A. Dribble handoff. Nolan, three. Can't hit. Kai Long, rebound. At the controls, Walker spins. Stolen away. Big A, outlet pass. But Mike Brown there to get the steal. Another opportunity missed as the Baltimore Bruins try to go quick. As Nolan drawed there for the foul. Crazy, sloppy sequence here for both teams. As that's on Terry Nolan. I believe that's number 3. And crucial free throws here for the Vipers is Mike Brown. As the Rhythm Nation trying to cause a distraction, and it works as Brown misses the first of 2. Very precious free throws. Brown misses both. Phillips Nwankwo with the rebound. Cormier dribbles to his left. Chest pass over to Phillips Nwankwo. Hands it off to Terry Nolan. Nolan to Cormier. McGlynn, screen, creating some space. Cormier presses the circle button twice. Back of the hands of Tino. McGlynn from the parking lot. Can't hit it. Brown rebound. Long on the accelerator. Nice body control, can't finish. Holtzler can't get the second chance. McGlynn with the rebound. Guarded by Peterson. Spins. Peterson trying to get the foul. The steal, but can't get it. Cormier settles down. 10 ticks. Big A, screen. Cormier going up for the shot. trying to create some contact in his crafty ways. But we have a jump ball here. And Vermont Wright, number 2, back onto the floor. Not just yet. And now he is onto the floor. Comes in for Holtzler. So exactly 4 ticks left if the Rhythm can get this. And it goes into the hands of the Vipers. 2:30 for them to work. Long. Walker. Great look for 3. Air ball. Into the hands of Bruce Moore. Coach Ed Corporal not liking that decision, as they're only down 5 points. Precious time left. 2:10 left. Moore. Screen. Cormier gets past Peterson. Kicks it out to Big A for 3. The Doctor. Chemistry not quite good on that one. Mike Brown will settle into the offense for 2. Right from the right elbow. Great look there for Mike Brown. Timeout. Vipers. Only down 3. Here in crunch time, 1:51 left. We shall see what will happen here at 1:51. Can the Rhythm hold on and get a win, or can the Vipers strike and get their second straight win? Tim Tootin Jr., 94-50 league. We'll be right back. It is crunch time. Baltimore Rhythm up by 3 against the Virginia Valley Vipers. Currently have the basketball in their possession. Cormier inbounds pass to McGlynn. McGlynn dribbles up to his right. Now passing half court. Cormier flashes right to left. Tino with the basketball. Long misses the steal. Tino elevates. And great handsy defense by Antoine Walker. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Baltimore Rhythm needs to make a high percentage shot here. Cormier swims right to left. Big A with 5 to shoot. Kicks it out. McGlynn 3-2. Tino for 3. Yes! Tino! Electrifying! Big 3 Up 6. 1:20 left. Peterson can't hit the three. McGlynn with the rebound. 2-2. Is able to draw the foul there on the over-exuberant press of Kai Long. That's the 7th triple for Terry Nolan Jr. Big three has been big shot all game, leading the charge for the Rhythm. McGlynn, tightly guarded by Brown. Going to take some time off the clock here. Clock is their friend. There is a nice, great steal attempt, and Bright knocks it away as it hit off before McGlynn's knee. And exactly 60 seconds left as Meach subs in for McGlynn. 2-possession game. Vipers looking to strike, and they got to strike quickly. Brown, great defense by Mims, missed, and last touched by the Rhythm. 54.3 seconds left. Peterson will inbound here in the deep corner in front of the Rhythm bench. Chest pass. Brown, a cutting long, trying to elevate and score past Terry Nolan. That's 15 for Long. Big A. The lane is open, bounce pass to Mims, and they're just going to try to take some more time off the clock. Peterson, Brown, precious time going off the clock. They got a foul. Cormier hits the 2. Big shot. Might be curtains for the Vipers. Peterson, Walker, short on the 3. Under the basket is Long. He's stuck into the hands of Wright and scores 2. Down 4. And Coach Samir St. Clair, the Baltimore, will call a timeout here. Up 4 with 15.3 seconds left. Got to give credit there to the Baltimore Rhythm. Using the clock as their friend, milking some time off the clock as they're only 15.3 seconds away from securing a victory here against the Vipers in their first meeting of the season. And they're looking to start the month of May off right at 1-0. And as I said, looking to end a tough 3-game losing streak, where it started when they played the Jersey Shore Breaks, where they lost on a buzzer beater at the Horn, 95-92. And the next game hosted the undefeated Capital Seahawks, where they had them for about 3.5 quarters, up by as many as 18 in that third quarter. But the Capital Seahawks showed some good grit. A very good deep team is able to fight their way and secure a victory. And then in their last game last Sunday against the Frederick Flying Cows, took a tough 4-point loss in overtime. So they're looking to get back on the good foot here and get a victory here against the Virginia Valley Vipers, who before this game had won 4 straight. 3 of their 4 wins came against the San Diego Sharks. And then the last 2 games they lost to the New York Phoenix, and then had their victory just 2 days ago against the Reading Rebels. So these 2 teams jockeying for position, trying to get the 3rd place as it stands right now, the 94-50 league. Coming back onto the floor for the Vipers, it's number 5, Caleb Torrance. So you got Brown and Torrance both at the controls for the Vipers. Story inbounds to Nolan. Strapped. 10-6. Picks up his dribble. They got to get it across. Nolan is stuck. And we're waiting for the call. Is it a timeout or is it? Yes, that was the inbounds to Terry Nolan as he was trapped in the corner. Game clock currently sits at 7.6 seconds. 2-point, two-possession game here for Virginia Valley. So we have an excessive timeout on Black on the Baltimore Rhythm. So it's going to be a one-shot technical here for the Vipers, which is an interesting call here. Let the drama just continue to build here as Peterson at the line for some big free throws. First one is good. 89-86. And it's going to be Vipers basketball with not 7.6 left. Oh my. My. It seems to be what the conversation was about. It was look at the Rhythm. They were out of timeouts. Oh my. 7.6 seconds left. Coach Ed Corporal of the Vipers looking to draw up something crafty here for the Vipers. He's looking at some of the totals here for the Vipers. Leading the way in the scoring department is Mike Brown with 16. Kyle Long with 15. Darian Peterson, 14. Jason Holtzler with 13. Antoine Walker with 11. On the other end for the Rhythm, Terry Nolan Jr. leading the way with 39. Cormier, 21. Demetrius Mims with 10. Aaron Phillips Nwankwo with 9. So as Coach Corporal calling up the play here, looking ahead, coming up for the Baltimore Rhythm. Their next home game here will be coming up this Friday, May the 8th, against the San Diego Sharks at 7 p.m. So feel free to come and join us out here at the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center Friday night, the start of the weekend. Come enjoy some Baltimore Rhythm basketball. They're looking to make their playoff push here in the inaugural season of the 94-by-50 league. Now the Vipers back onto the floor. Inbounding on the baseline will be number 4, Kai Long. 7.6 seconds left. Cormier will be guarding Long. Coach Corporal. Long. Over to Walker. And the pass, not a clean one, and they turn it over. Oh, my. The Vipers are trying to go for a quick 2. Long inbounding it to Walker and try to give it back to him, cutting on the left baseline. just out of reach. So now exactly 5 seconds left. The Rhythm still have to inbound it here cleanly. Story will inbound to McGlynn in the corner, and the Vipers will foul quickly. Only 1 second coming off the clock. Foul being charged to Mike Brown. So, number 2, Patrick for McGlynn, will head to the charity stripe for the free throw. And Calmey knocks down the first. 90-86 is the score. As the first points of the game for McGlynn might be curtains for the Vipers. And both free throws good. And the Virginia Valley Vipers will use their final timeout with 4 ticks left, up 91-86. As a full timeout has been called here. And this could be a big win for the Baltimore Rhythm, who in about the last 2 or 3 home games have struggled to put the whole thing together. Like I said, they had the Capital Seahawks on the ropes, up by as many as 18, and could not finish the job early in the season. I believe it's their first home game against the New York Phoenix. Had a 20-point lead, and unfortunately were able to squander that one. So they're looking to erase the narrative of trying to close out and get a victory here, and they're only 4 seconds away from doing just that. Long, inbounds, Torrance, step back, 3, misses, and the attempt missed by Walker, and that will do it here. As the clock says 0-0, horn is off. Baltimore Rhythm defeats the Virginia Valley Vipers 91-86 and ends the 3-game skid. The Rhythm moves to 8-6. The Vipers move to 9-8. A big win here for the Rhythm, as they finally take a sigh of relief as they were able to hold on to this lead and get a victory tonight. Some of the final totals: 3 players in double figures for the Rhythm. Noland at 39, Cormier 21, Mims with 10. A little more balanced scoring for the Vipers. Brown with 16, Long 15, Peterson 14, Holtzler with 13. Again, we thank you for joining us here today on this fine Sunday afternoon, the Deckard Sports and Recreation Center. Tim Tootin Jr. on the call. The Baltimore Rhythm win 91-86. It's been a pleasure to have you on the broadcast. We will see you on Friday, where the Rhythm play the San Diego Sharks. Everybody, enjoy your night here.